So he took me down to Mexico, and he took me to a whorehouse. Is it okay to talk this way?
Well, yeah, you bet. You're great,
Absolutely.
Valentine. We can talk any way
Yes.
you want.
Yes.
Moving on from there, I stayed about 3 months with my father. It was in Texas, and it was really friggin' hot. And yeah, he took me. He says we're going to go to. We wrestled somewhere. It was right on the border, and we crossed over to Matamoros or something, whatever was the name of that town. Right on the
Matamoros, yeah.
border there, huh?
Probably El Paso, Laredo, one of those two there.
No, I don't think it was that one. Matamoros, is there a town like that?
There's a Matamoros,
Matamoros.
Mexico. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, we went there.
Helgado, John, is that Helgado across the street across
It
the
could
border?
be Hidalgo. Yeah. It's in the Big Bend area down that way. Yeah.
Okay, so he took me down to Mexico, and he took me to a whorehouse. Is it okay to talk this way?
Well, yeah, you bet. You're great,
Absolutely.
Valentine. We can talk any way you want.
Yes.
So, I wasn't still a virgin at this time, but I remember he took me down to Matamoros, I think that's how you pronounce it. And it took me to a whorehouse, and he bought me a whore, some little young pretty girl, and I went back and went back to her room or whatever. And then he's in the bar or whatever, he's drinking, and he's waiting for me to come out. And I finally emerged from the room, and I came in. He goes, "What the hell took you so long?" Now he's drunk. He'd been drinking a bunch of beer and shit. And he paid for my little session there. So we got in the car, and he says, "You're driving." So we're way down there, and I'm not drunk, but I'm tired as hell. But he's drunk. He just got in the back and went to sleep. I didn't, I don't know how it was like a 6-hour trip all the way back to Dallas, but I found the manor house where he was living, and I pulled into the garage where the manor house was, and he was in the back seat sleeping, and I opened the door, and he just fell out on the ground. He was, and the guy at parts your car, he's laughing. He goes, "Wow!" And he fell out on he finally woke up. He goes, "Holy shit!" So we went up to to his apartment, and that was the end of that.
And at that moment there, you said, "I want to be a pro wrestler."
Oh yeah.